Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about why Jalen Suggs and Markelle Fultz are going to be a deadly duo in the backcourt. I do truly believe that. This is what I think. Jalen Suggs' best month in his rookie year, guys. I know it's been a very, very, very difficult one for him, but if we look at his 9 games in January, where he shot about 44% from the field, 24% from 3, which, the 3 shot wasn't that great, but he did shoot about 76% from 3, and he dropped 5 assists per night, stole 1.5 steals, averaged 12.5 points with, 4.5 rebounds. Now, you throw in Markelle, and I think right there that Jalen Suggs line of 12.5 points, 5.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 45% from the field is the floor of Jalen Suggs, okay, which I think is the very, 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 very floor with better shooting splits, obviously. But that's where I think right here, I think Jalen Suggs is going to be an extremely good player, a very level-headed. I don't think he's ever going to be the flashiest. He's going to be a defensive pass first. I got to think who could become a 20-point scorer. And I think combine that with Markelle, who, look, I do have high expectations for Jalen Suggs. I just think he's going to be a guy who progresses gradually and becomes a very solid player with a very long career. But if everything fails, that stat line I said earlier is the bare minimum I think he'll produce, which I still think is a very high level, backup or solid starter on a bad team, you could say maybe. But Markelle over here, through the regular season, I mean, really, if you look over the last 12 games, he's really come alive. A guy who's averaging about 12 points a game, shooting about 47% from the field, 5 assists a night, 3 rebounds, a steal and a half. This is what we're seeing from Markelle. A guy who's insane at attacking the rim, a guy who's an 85% free throw shooter, not a three-point shooter, 85% free throw shooter. So that three-point shot and his jump shot in general is looking better than it has in years. And he's a guy who's showing the ability to still be an acrobat when attacking the lane. He drives and he just demolishes opponents on his way to the rim with authority. He has no problem imposing his will. And I really do believe, if someone's going to go in the comments and they're like, well, Markelle Fultz's season average so far is literally the same of his career, which is 11 points a night, 1.2 steals, 5 assists, 30% from 3, 3 rebounds, and 45% from the field on 20 minutes a night. All right, this is a guy who, if you think about that, per 36, he's a guy who's a 20-point scorer, almost a double-double a night, 2 steals, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. And then you throw in Franz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Chuma Okeke, okay, and Wendell Carter Jr. It's pretty dirty team. And then think about it, Jalen Suggs and Markelle in the backcourt with R.J. Hampton and Cole Anthony off the bench for them. You have Jonathan Isaac and Franz Wagner and Wendell Carter Jr. in the starting lineup. Chuma Okeke coming in for either of them. And then you go argue that next year maybe Mo Wagner's back and he'll back up Wendell and Jonathan Isaac, whoever's the power forward. So in theory, this is going to be a good team. So this is where I want to hear you. Do you guys agree with me, or am I just a man talking out of his butt? But hey, that's basically it for me, guys. Hope you guys do have a great day. Like and subscribe.